and turning them over a couple of times and creating tries from that. As Tom touched on, the sin binning, very important as well. It gave Argentina a little foothold back into the game. The momentum shifted, and then we know how dogged they can be around the breakdown. Probably could have been penalised with that last penalty, but the referee gave them the benefit of the doubt and a deserved victory in the end.
Certainly. And through they go to the Cup semi-finals. New Zealand are out. They'll go through to the plate side of the draw, which brings us now to the next of the Cup quarters. Samoa against South Africa. Now, South Africa need to get the maximum, really, don't they, and hope that Fiji slip up along the way if they want to have something to say with the end of season standings, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it's tight. It's still fairly tight at the top. It's all to play for in these last two. Fiji looking very strong and definitely the team to beat at the moment. And this will be a tough game for South Africans against a strong Samoa side. They'll be feeling confident, and obviously they've got a lot to play for going into the next couple of months with their featuring in the repechage tournament in June. So this will be a tight game, I think, and another physical affair as well.
Yeah. Sitting on the fence now, I notice. You burned once. All right, let's head back to Paris.
South Africa go deep with the kick-off, and now Sanatla flies up on the outside to make the spot tackle. Does well to get to his feet and try and force a turnover, but Samoa now concede the penalty at the breakdown. The Blitzbocker, let me go quickly, working there Speckman, as Ruiz gives the Samoans the heads up as to what's gone wrong there. Great field position there for the Blitzbocker. Can they land the opening shot? Africa. They load the short side, and Nell reaches out and dots it down. It's taken them just 57 seconds for the opener.
Well, a set play there. It really came about once again. The physical nature of South Africa at the breakdown with the free kick. Africa switches to the open side. They create a 3-on-2 on the short side. 5 out, drifting defence. Not going to get across there. And now, well, from 5 out, you're not going to stop him. And it was just all way too easy again for the South African side. Once again confirming their organisation, not only in defence, but certainly at the breakdown, but as well in attack. Very well-structured side, the South African team, and one of the hot favourites to possibly take the title here at the end of the day.
Kick misses the mark, so the score stays. South Africa 5, Samoa 0. New Zealand trying to work out where it all went wrong. Seli, the aerial master, brings it in with ease. Good weight, a good leg drive after pulling in the restart. Contact there from Kyle Brown. One-on-one. He misses very few. There's another repeat shot from Brown. Chopping down low there, Speckman. Eventually, there's some room for Samoa in tight. Seli going to have to get back and pounce on this one, does nicely. That's going to shoot out the back. Picking it up there is Asofalau. Fidel loads up again on the inside. Fidel's going to have to hit top gear here. Speckman coming back. Oh, he's such a promising youngster, this guy. He can move, and he scores to level things up.
Well played by Samoa there. Fidel doing extremely well with his reload onto the short side there. South Africa, just Kyle Brown, just guilty there of just committing to the inside. No one tracking him from the inside from that breakdown there. And Fidel, 60-metre run in there. Giving up on the chase back there. I think it was Speckman bailed out of the chase back on Fidel way too early here to make the conversion a little bit tougher. And, 2 points. It was separated New Zealand and Argentina at the end of the day, didn't it? And it's all about working and making the guy work right to the end. Don't give up any easy points. That was all a little bit too easy there for Samoa.
Those men are going to go nuts not long from now, with France set to take on Kenya. And Fiji and Australia, our final Cup quarter-final. That slap low and hard, that restart into the arms of Brown. Good tackle from Asif Folau, driving him into the turf. Speckman looking to get around the defence, does well to offload. The captain, Sneyman, takes it 30 from home. Come back for the penalty advantage.
Well, excellent pressure there at the breakdown by Samoa. They're showing here that they're here to compete, and to do that, you've got to be physical. The likes of Sneyman in the breakdown area, and Kyle Brown, we know how much he doesn't like going into contact. Guy, he loves it, doesn't he? He's a hard-working player, and he's at the heart of everything confrontational about the South African side.
Speckman finds some space for Africa on the outside. Here's trouble for Samoa. Sinatla has the jump for the moment, goes back to Africa, happy to check the run there. Good build up. Gee, Samoa do well to neutralise that threat, not releasing the call.
I'm sure Samoa have spoken about it, and it's the point's the third time I'll probably talk about it, but the breakdown area, you've just got to be so physical with South Africa to exist in the game, and I think if you can match them there, anything, you know, you're capable of creating something afterwards. It's when they get total domination at the breakdown area that they're able to fill into their structures so easily. In the first 5.5 minutes here, it hasn't been the case, and they're not getting it all their own way because of good breakdown work like this. Well, that was maybe a little bit dangerous, we could say, just coming in with the shoulder, but Ruiz has ruled otherwise. An opportunity here for Samoa, another ball to play with before the half-time break with 1:30 out.
Well, I guess that's what you got to do when you get Sinatla in and around that ruck area. You've got to make the contact count to try and take some of the sting out of him when he gets the ball in hand.
That's dead right. It's energy-sapping stuff. Let's try and take it out of him a little bit more in big contact situations. Samoa trying to break out here.
So nicely to take play just shy of the halfway line. They're playing with a penalty advantage here as well, Samoa. Leading the Blitzbokker by 2 through 6 minutes of play. Tapping it on is Fidel. He's going to create a little bit of room there for Mealoi. Recognised that he didn't have a whole lot of support, so it went back towards the traffic, and this will help them march downtown as well. Penalty awarded to Samoa.
Just physically, you can see the toll it's taking on Samoa currently. Their reload's not as good as it should be. Fidel just not working hard enough back there. Had to go for the overhead pass to get it through the hands because they're under this. There it is there. They're under this pressing defence there. On that occasion, it's Africa. South Africa going to come at you hard on the outside. They're going to try and take away the space as quick as possible. To counter that, you need to have more depth in your play. And Samoa, they're going to have to work hard here.
Why not? Hey, Simon Mannix, a couple of big heads. All trouble, though, here for Samoa. They haven't found touch. Big tackle. That's come loose. That's forward out of the hands of the Springboks. High tackle called, so no harm done after they failed to find touch.
Decision's been made now out on the field there. Kick it to touch and just go to half-time, or do we play the ball? Well, they're going to take the line out.
Oh, they shaped to kick to the line. Then Mealoi tapped and went. Now with his skipper, Seli. Mealoi coming short side again. No, that wasn't the play. And that will against South Africa.
Ayo, stand by.
Everything changes when you start a family. We spend our days together in the park and our nights at home on the sofa. We wanted to upgrade the TV, so we went to AO.com. The website was full of information and I saved £200 on this 4K Panasonic television. The AO guys delivered it the next day. The picture and sound quality are incredible. Now movie night just got a whole lot better.
Save £200 on this 4K Panasonic TV at AO.com.
Hey, oh, let's go!
I may not have the skills, but at least I've got the hair.
Contact us for a free consultation or go online. Hair loss? Belgravia Centre.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Pushed across, we took Sal out, great steal, great work, Jordan. All right? Everything's been really good, don't waste it now, all right? Everybody stay the same, we'll give it a minute, then we'll make the change, all right? Give us everything you've got.
Die bal speel die hoeks, maar ons kan die hoeks cover. Daai tweede ou kan nie gebied word deur die Flavios, kan nie weer gebied word op die Black Bull. Alright boys, hou ons dissipline. Hulle skop net ons af bingo, ons moet daai bal kry. Hou hom vir 3 fases af in die skoor. Alright boys. Nou let dan ons gaan. Ons gaan nou. Kom dan.
Crowd really starting to warm to it here at the Paris7s. We've just had the French side come out for their warm-up, and right off the bat, the Alain Le Bleu chant rung around the Stade Jean-Bouin. They're up next against Kenya right now. It is Samoa clear by 2 against South Africa. Already one big upset with Argentina downing New Zealand earlier. That's a great take from Sanatla from the restart. Great work from Africa to slip a few tackles there and march his side down the park, and now they will have the benefit of the penalty as well. Brown tapping and going, knocked on there. Kyle Brown went too quickly.
Well, they've done all the hard work to win the penalty. 3 Samoan players were on the ground. Kyle Brown, he saw that, reacted very quickly, over-eager in his willingness to get the ball back into play. And that's a big error just at the start of the second half.
Crouch. Bind. Sat. Come down, please.
Something that, well, it's a little bit of a run over from the 15-a-side game. Reset scrums. All this does is just chew off valuable time off a clock that is already ticking away and 5.5 to go.
Mealoy feeds, it's scrappy, it's going to come back behind the ad line for Samoa. Mealoy fishes it out. Nice dummy in the run here from Tapili. Tapili takes off. Tapili goes all the way. Samoa are up by 7.
Great play there by Tapili there. That high pressing defence from South Africa. Well, they caught themselves out, didn't they? Because it was just the step. Ball cleared away there at the breakdown area by Milua, and it's taken off. Tapili's gone the whole way. 50-odd metres, no backfield cover. That high-pressing defence from South Africa, that has caused a lot of problems for everybody in this competition. Well, Tapili found the way to unlock it there. Well played, Samoa.
The conversion is good. 9 points the difference.
Time off, please. Number 1 blew off.
I think what we've seen about this South African side and throughout the series this year, there won't be any panic out there at the moment. 9 points, things can turn so quickly in the game of 7-a-side rugby. It's just going to be about get your jobs right here, get your hands on the ball and start to play.
This is going to help. This is going to help massively for Samoa. Streaking away is Samoa. Alex Samoa. Hot on attack. Other men in blue. Searching for the knockout blow. Sally! The captain lands a huge shot on the South Africans. What a turn up.
Sally, outstanding play, but once again, Once there, well, it was Alex Samoa who made the break through the middle, wasn't? Here he goes here. Real commitment to get to the line. South Africa track him back, really tough. Penalty advantage being played. And they fought for it, didn't they? The last metre, often the hardest to win in rugby.